guys, welcome back to another one take video with me, FreeplayFrenchie. Today's topic is Valentine's Day, coming up in a few weeks. For those of you who aren't going to be doing, this video isn't relevant to and aren't going to be doing anything, fair enough. Totally go out and jazz yourself up and just do whatever you want to do. Go paintballing, go swim in the sea, go watch a crappy movie, go run yourself a lovely bath, have a pamper day. Just treat yourself to something really nice. Buy yourself something cool, buy yourself a new game, buy yourself some shoes, whatever you feel like. If you're not feeling particularly happy about it and you're on your own, don't worry about it, because we all at some point, I think, have Valentine's Day with someone. So don't even stress about it. But the rest of this video is probably aimed at couples, so there we are. How to make your Valentine's Day special to your significant other and or partner and or someone you really fancy loads. So here are my top 5 tips on my lovely pink rockstar notebook that I had since I was like 12. Cool, isn't it? So the first thing is, know what is most important to them. And what I mean by this is, for example, stargazing is a wonderful idea. You could take someone up the downs, you could go to this lovely field, you could make it wonderful and plan this whole extravagant thing. But if you haven't checked the weather and it's going to rain, that's your entire plan gone. Not only that, but if you're going with someone who hates the cold, like me, unless you're going to lug a couple of duvets up there and make it luxurious, it's probably not worth the effort. This is what I mean. So think out your plans. That's just one example. The same as maybe going to the beach or watching the sunset. Find out if you'll be able to see the sun. Weather is a big factor in what you can do, I would say. And just find out what is most important, as in, would they rather spend the night in, and would you be better off doing a lovely spread for them, as in dinner and, you know, draw them a bath and things like that, or do they actually want to go out? And just be aware of those things, because I'd love to go stargazing. That kind of thing suits me just fine, but not if I'm freezing cold the entire time. If I've got blankets, and there's a thing on Facebook that pops up sometimes about driving out to the middle of nowhere and filling the backseat of a truck with duvets and stuff, which is all well and good if you've got a truck. I wonder how many people actually do that, because circumstances and money and all the rest of it. So first thing, know what kind of thing is going to be most important to them. Like, a lot of girls, especially me, say things they don't really mean. So me and my mum have a thing where when we're out with our significant others, sometimes we'll be walking along and be like, oh, I love that, but I don't want it, because if we're not specific, they will then go and buy it. So there we are. Sometimes we say things we don't mean, sometimes we suggest things, but actually we don't actually want to do it in real life. So be aware of that, be aware of what they might like. Number 2, find out how they've done Valentine's Day before, especially this is good if you're new into a relationship. How much of a big deal is it to them? I've been in relationships where my partner's not liked Valentine's Day, which has been a little bit hard, because although I think it's commercial and terrible and all the rest of it, and yes, I know, I do kind of still like doing it, and I'm a little bit of a romantic, so I wouldn't say some flowers and a nice day out and some dinner wouldn't go amiss with me. So find out if it's a big deal to them. Are they expecting a big present? Are they expecting big gestures? Find out if any of the exes before took them on holiday or did something extravagant, or, not that you need to match up to that, but just so you're aware, and then you can talk to them about it and communicate and all the rest of it. Or maybe it's a small thing. Maybe they just want a card. Maybe they hate it. Make sure you're on the same page. Okay, number 3, I would say it's about the little things, the things they've mentioned in passing. This is when it comes to presents and stuff like that. You can just be totally upfront and be like, you know what do you want for Valentine's Day? Do you actually want something? I'll get you that. And that's a really nice gesture, because you want to get them something they want, and you don't want to get them something tacky, unless they want something like a bear or some chocolates, which is totally fine. But I would say, yeah, it's about the little things. Something they've mentioned in passing. They've walked past the shop and be like, oh, that was so lovely, but it's too expensive. Something they didn't think you'd pick up on, but you did. And this is why it's good to plan a few weeks in advance, so that you can hear them say things like that and hear them mention things like, oh, I'd always wanted to read that, or I always loved that. And you can make a little mental note. And then when you remember, they are really touched that you did that. Okay, number 4, I'm a big one for this, make them something. This is also ties into number 5, which is all about the effort you make. And usually by making something, it shows that you've gone to a lot of effort. And that's really good, because it's the time and thought you've put into it. And these are big, big things on Valentine's Day. A lot of the things people, especially girls, are really amazed by on Facebook, and the posts they do on their feed, and, oh, I wish someone would do this for me. I'd die if someone did this for me. It's to do with making someone something. Even a card. you know, you could make someone a card, you could write a poem, you could do a collage of nifty little bits you've picked up from all your little dates and stick them on a big board. It's hard if you're not creative. I'm lucky in that I'm quite a creative person anyway, so I could always write them a story, I could always write them a letter. Words come easily to me. So that's quite easy for me. But for those of you who want to make a gesture but it doesn't come naturally to you, you can always give this a Google. But my ones would be, yeah, picking up souvenirs. You could always do a box of things that if you've got from their souvenirs, they didn't even realise you were collecting all these things. And you could be like, oh, this is from that time and this is from that time. And my favourite thing was when this happened. Or you could do a little collection of memories, maybe little bits of paper with dates on and things that happened that day that really made you happy. Things like that. Or you could do a scrapbook or a collage, that kind of thing. All that stuff when you make something really gets soaked up really well by a lot of people, because it shows time and effort. And that's the last one as well, that it's to do with the gesture and the thoughtfulness and how much you thought about them, and you know, you were there when they needed you to be, or you said something right. So yeah, those are my little tips. This is a very short video, I'm aware. 6 minutes in. I don't know how long I've been recording this for, but yes. So here we are. Know what's most important. What do they want to do? If you're doing a surprise, then yes, just plan whether they're an inside kind of person, stay-at-home kind of person, or go out person, and check the weather. Weather's important. Find out how they've done Valentine's Day before. Big person, small person. It's the little things they've said in passing that you want to pick up on and you want to make a mental note of because it'll make you seem thoughtful. Make them something. You can make them dinner, you can make them a drink when they come in the door after work. There's a tip as well. You could even buy them tickets to their favourite band, or plan a trip away. That's always a big hit. That kind of thing. But make them something. You could even make them a card and they will love that. Sparkle is the answer to making a card. Sparkle and big handwriting and a picture. And 5, most of all, it'll be the amount of effort you went to and the gesture. It's hard if you're brand new into a relationship, I know, because you don't know them too well. But you'll know what they like, and you can always just look down those avenues and explore those avenues of their hobbies and see if there's something in there that no one's ever got them before, and then you're pretty much sorted, aren't you? So yeah, so survive Valentine's Day, everyone. I hope you enjoy it and you're doing something nice. I don't know what I'm doing yet for Valentine's Day. We'll see. But I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. And yeah, so that was just, if there's any other little vlogs you'd like me to do some tips on. I've done self-love now, I've done friends, I've done relationships and love, how to survive Valentine's Day, how to survive Christmas as well. I'm uploading one at the moment on something that I keep forgetting what the topic's about, I don't know. And also I'm doing one on my 5 favourite things at the moment, which is coming up soon. So any other suggestions, if you did enjoy this little quick video, please leave a like and subscribe to see my videos and see how they get better as time goes on, which I'm sure they will. Let's hope they will. Let's lift you off the thing here. Ta-da. Welcome to my room again. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments what you thought. Sorry, that was my hand. Be cool, be kind, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.